The Family Channel blimp is providing the aerial coverage for today's race. It's currently on a 93 Goodwill tour, making a number of appearances at sporting events, concerts, and fairs across the country. This thing measures 132 feet in length and has the capacity to accommodate up to 4 passengers with the pilot, Steve Tomlin. Now, here's how Brett Bodine's incident looked from the blimp.
There he goes on the inside of Mark, as Ned said. Here's Rusty Wallace. Now, Brett tries to get alongside, drives on the apron of the racetrack. It's too flat down there, loses control, loops around, stops her just in the nick of time. Jerry Punch.
Brett Bodine made 2 pit stops, 2 caution flags ago. The second pit stop, a lengthy one to adjust the Panhard bar because the car was so loose. That put him at the back of the field, thus got him caught in traffic, got him lapped. So he is a lap down, but he is a very fast race car. We're going green.
The green flag comes out. Brett Bodine, by the way, is shown in 13th position as the green comes out, and Rusty leads them down again, followed by Martin and Earnhardt.
Now, these cars did not hit this caution flag. Only a few laps since the last caution flag, they made their pit stops, so no one pitted.
Kyle Petty is 4th, and Derek Cope is running in 5th spot. Good run for Derek today in the Bojangles car.
You know, Bob Johnson is the crew chief on that car, and he has had some fast race cars here at Bristol over the years. He just has a great setup for this racetrack because Derek Cope is a good race driver, so he's running the Ford well today.
Here's our Western Auto race summary. Rusty Wallace has led 184 to 275 laps. 12 cars are on the lead lap, and we've had 8 leaders, 12 lead changes, 8 caution periods, total 43 laps. The average speed is 86.61 miles an hour. Here are the drivers who have led. Rusty the most, followed by Martin, then Jarrett, who's out of the race. Michael Waltrip and another crash. Several cars involved.
Geoff Bodine runs right into his brother. He couldn't help it, of course.
Ted Musgrave was involved. Geoff Bodine, there's the damage on the front end of the motor track board.
And Michael Waltrip stalled his car. Will he get it going now? He's got a flat left rear tire is his problem. He can't get going.
Here's a replay.
Cars, this is going in turn 3. They come down the front straightaway. Now we see the Ted Musgrave car. Oh, and he gets squeezed up. Is that Wally Dallenbach on the outside?
Yep, it is.
He comes up, thinks he has the Dallenbach cleared. He didn't. He goes up and spins. We see Brett Bodine spin. Michael Waltrip goes down, makes contact with someone. He goes around. Now watch Geoff come in and run right in the side of poor Brett.
Yep. Michael Waltrip is in the pits. Here's John.
Bob, they're just going to change left tires. As you pointed out to the group, the left rear tire was flat. It doesn't look like there's any other damage to the race car on this side, but it looks like now they may bring Michael back in one more time. But just a left side tire change with Michael.
And Jerry is in Brett Bodine's pit.
Well, actually, the Bodine brothers pitting nose to tail here. Brett and Geoff. Brett's car, significant damage in the left front fender. The Quaker State Ford, that's the injury from the Motorcraft Ford hitting him in the left front side. They've tried to pull some of the sheet metal away. They've changed tires. Don't have a lot of time here without losing any more time. They are going to lose. They're about to lose another lap. Here's the pace car, and Brett puts it back in gear and just keeps that car 1 lap down instead of losing the second lap. He will be back on pit road here in just a moment.
Well, Brett is carrying one of our in-car cameras, and let's take a look from that perspective.
There we see Dallenbach on the outside. This is going in turn 3. Ted Musgrave, the Jasper engine car, right? And now Dallenbach tries to go on the outside. He and Musgrave make contact. Brett Bodine trying to keep him spinning the 16 car out Dallenbach. And there's where Brett, when Geoff comes along, hits him in the left front.
Good stuff. Unfortunately, some damaged sheet metal there on several of the cars. Still under caution. Take a break. Back with more after this. Back live at Bristol International Raceway in Tennessee. Here in the Mechanic of the Year standings, Andy Petrie is on top. Steve Meals second. Donnie Wingo third. Buddy Parrott fourth. And Dunny Glover is fifth. Tony Glover is fifth in the Western Auto Mechanic of the Year standings. And I have a feeling that all these guys are going to be very busy in the next couple of weeks rebuilding race cars.
Yeah, they're going to have to put some sheet metal back on these cars. By the way, Danny Glover is an actor.
Oh, is that right?
Lethal Weapon.
Oh, okay.
Here's the leader. Rusty Wallace is still leading. We're glad to know that.
I think he has probably the most lethal weapon of all here today. That Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac has led most of the way, although Martin and Earnhardt have been strong.
There's Kyle Petty, the fourth place car. Here's 98. Jerry Cope once again, the Bojangles Ford.
That thing looks pretty clean, at least on the right side.
Don't say that, Bob. I mean, because all the Jerry Cope fans will be calling us and say, why'd we jinx him?
Yeah. But Jerry Cope fans can take pride in their driver because he has driven a great race.
Currently being shown in the 5th position. The 15 car, the Motorcraft Ford of Geoff Bodine, is behind the wall. They're working on it. And Bill Carson has just gone out as well in the Manheim Auction Chevrolet.
Geoff Bodine, obviously the windshield washer mechanism has malfunctioned. Is that right, Benny?
No. He's overheating, and that's the water.
Oh, is that right?
Now the radiator, yeah.
Jerry, what can you add?
Well, the reason he's overheating is the radiator has been pushed back into the passenger compartment of the car, and that makes it tough to cool it. They are trying to replace the radiator, a lot of the front part of the car, as you see Geoff Bodine sitting as patiently as you can actually be when the front half of your race car has been sawed away, with the Motorcraft crew working diligently to get him back in the race and pick up some valuable Winston Cup points.
All right, on the racetrack, it is the 5th place car of Derek Cope.
There's Ricky Rudd, the Tide Chevrolet. He's the 6th place car.
Musgrave's got a bit of damage on that 55 Jasper Engines US Air Ford.
He just backed it in the wall down in turn 1 just a couple of laps ago.
Where's he running there, Benny? 18th?
Beats me.
Yeah, 18th position is where Musgrave is running.
The 28 car is running 7th. And there we see Darrell Waltrip. He's the 8th place car.
That is incredible, isn't it? How Darrell has been able to work himself into the top 10 and stay there despite the fact he started on the back. Yeah, sitting on the back, started 35th.
Jeff Gordon was several laps down in that 24 car. He had an overheating problem, stopped. They evidently have cured it because he looks like he's running okay.
Darrell Waltrip, 5 wins in this race, 7 wins in the fall event. And we might explain that he started back in 35th position because he had some problems during qualifying. Not that he ran so slow that he couldn't make the race, but they had problems.
Yeah, he blew an engine on Friday, didn't get any practice, and then Saturday, I really didn't talk to him after Saturday's qualifying. I don't know why that his car didn't qualify any better. But you can see that he has one of the better cars.
He sure does.
Meanwhile, behind him, we saw a race between Spencer and the 21 car, Morgan Shepherd. Spencer takes a spot away. That was for 9th spot.
And John Kernan has a follow-up to what Benny was talking about.
Well, you talk about how Darrell Waltrip is running really well. How about Davey Allison? He's running on only 7 cylinders. In fact, he had told Larry McReynolds in the crew not long ago that the car is running really well. He feels that if he had a full 8 cylinders under the hood, he might be able to run with Rusty and the rest of the gang.
Well, Darrell Waltrip is currently 8th, and Davey Allison is 7th. Jerry, have anything else?
Well, Benny mentioned that it's been a Murphy's Law weekend for Darrell Waltrip. He blew an engine prior to qualifying. He hurriedly put an engine in, did not get a chance to get a good lap in. And then yesterday, their scales broke. The electric scales they have here, battery operated, so they had to borrow a set of scales. They couldn't get the car weight correctly. They went the wrong way on the chassis. The car was too loose to try to drive. They couldn't qualify it again, so we had to start 35th, shotgun on the field. But like DW said, I was first in the last race, and I was last in this race. So maybe I can rearrange it.
Doing a great job in the Western Auto Chevrolet. Currently 8th position.
That was a good shot of the Western Auto.
And trouble, Bill Elliott over in turn 2. The Red Roger Ford spins around into the wall, back down on the inside of the track.
That car was damaged already in the front end, and now more damage has been done to Bill's car. And Elliott just can't get a break this year.
Well, they sure can. They're racing back to the line. Let's see. Rusty Wallace will win the race back. Martin is second, Earnhardt third.
And John Kernan has